Join me and dive deeply into the world of annoying behaviors and see if I can figure out why some people just get under our skin. We've all been there. You're having a great day and then someone comes along and just pushes your buttons. In the workplace, for example, bothersome colleagues negatively impact over 80% of employees, significantly disrupting their work. Over 50% directly link decreased productivity to these disruptive co-workers, demonstrating the serious effect of workplace conflict. It's like they have a sixth sense for knowing exactly what to say or do to annoy you. But have you ever stopped to think about why some people can be so infuriating? Understanding the reasons behind these annoying behaviors can actually help us improve our relationships and even our mental health. So what are some of these behaviors that get under our skin? Interrupting others is a big one. You're in the middle of sharing a story and someone just cuts you off. Or how about being overly critical? Someone's always pointing out what's wrong, but never offering any solutions. And then there's the people who just don't listen. You're trying to have a conversation, but they're too busy scrolling through their phone to even acknowledge you're there. These behaviors are not only annoying, but if they persist, they can become painful and highly stressful. Another behavior that can be super frustrating is when someone's always late. You're waiting for them to show up and they're just strolling in like they own the place. Or how about people who always have to be right? They're always arguing and debating even when it's not necessary. And let's not forget about the gossipers. They're always spreading rumors and stirring up drama. These behaviors can be really draining and make you want to avoid the person altogether. Some people can be really passive-aggressive, saying one thing but meaning another. It's like they're trying to be sarcastic, but it just comes across as mean-spirited. And then there are the people who always have to one-up you. You're sharing a story and they have to top it with an even better one. It's like they're trying to compete with you instead of just listening. When we think about why people might behave in these annoying ways, personality traits can play a big role. Some people might be naturally more competitive or critical. Social anxiety can also cause people to act out in certain ways, like interrupting others or being overly defensive. And let's not forget about cultural differences, where what's considered polite in one culture might be seen as rude in another. For example, in some cultures, direct eye contact is seen as a sign of respect, while in others it's considered aggressive. Understanding these cultural differences can help us be more empathetic towards others. Maybe someone's behavior isn't meant to be annoying, but rather it's just a product of their upbringing or environment. By being more aware of these factors, we can learn to appreciate our differences and communicate more effectively. The thing is, not everyone is aware of their own annoying behaviors. They might be completely oblivious to how their actions are affecting others. But when we can develop self-awareness and recognize how our behavior impacts those around us, that's when we can start to make real changes. We can learn to be more considerate and thoughtful in our interactions with others. This self-awareness can lead to better interactions and more meaningful relationships. We can avoid misunderstandings and hurt feelings and instead build stronger connections with the people around us. It's not always easy to develop this self-awareness, but it's worth it in the end. In conclusion, annoying behaviors are a part of life, but by understanding where they come from and being more empathetic, we can improve our relationships and our mental health. We've explored some common behaviors that people find annoying, like interrupting and being overly critical. We've also discussed the psychology behind these behaviors, including personality traits, social anxiety, and cultural differences. I would like to hear from you. What are some behaviors that annoy you? Have you ever had a friend or family member who just drove you crazy? Share your stories in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about your own social dynamics and how to improve your relationships, be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. Seeking guidance from a psychiatrist, such as myself, may become advisable and in many instances crucial for optimal well-being. Thank you for watching.